Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra. It's been a while since I have done a video. I think it's been three and a half months. I kind of didn't do anything over winter. We did harvest stuff out of the greenhouse like mustard greens, and outside we had purple sprouting broccoli. Some of the stuff worked, some of the stuff didn't, so I didn't really film any of it. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do about the filming. I really like doing it, but I'm very self-conscious of people might be able to hear me. So I'm going to pretend I'm in my own little bubble and hopefully not be so boring. Anyway, so I cleaned out my greenhouse and I'll do a bit of a tour in a minute, but I'll just let you know we've got some snake beans, red and black. Now, I planted all my seeds in my trays, wrote out all the labels, turned the water on to water them, and the pen wasn't waterproof, so I have no idea what some of the stuff is anymore. So stupid. Check your pen before you turn the water on or before you use it. But in here at the moment we've got so I'm going to do my tomatoes, my chilies, two different types of capsicums, my snake beans, some bush beans, and I've put green basil on this side and lemon basil on that side. I just sprinkled the seeds in, so we'll see what happens. I got oxheart tomatoes over here, so they're determinate size, so they'll only grow to 1.2 meters tall, so that's why I've put them at the back here in the tubs. This one is also a determinate one. It's a yellow jubilee. It grows to 2 meters, so I'm hoping we'll be right here. So I got to plant out some stuff. Now I'm going to have to swap glasses because I can't see what I've written. Right, we have, so this is a pickling cucumber. Looks very sad, but I'm going to plant it out anyway. The one behind it is also a pickling cucumber. I have some more seeds for those because they didn't do very well. Now I have to sort this out. This is a heirloom. It's either a squash or a zucchini. Now it's getting flowers on it, so I'm going to have to take those off and I'm going to plant it out to see whether it does any good. The seeds at the back here aren't really doing anything, which is a shame. I had the chilies, I had silver beet, passion fruit, and some cherry tomatoes there. Although I had these two trays inside, I actually planted them inside, and I've got stuff coming up in those ones. So in these trays I have tomatoes, capsicums, lemongrass, so black cherry tomato, tigerella, beefsteak. Oh, and I got some chilies over there, they came up excellent. In this one I have garlic chives, comfrey, marigold, lemon drop, marigold, red cherry, and naturally the pickling cucumber, so I have actually planted some of those. So I don't know if you can see me, but anyway, I'm down here. Some of the marigolds and things have come up and I'm stuck on a nail. In this tray here we have celery. I planted some gourd birdhouse, so to make birdhouses. Got a loofah, so I've got a few loofahs coming up. I've got mustard greens, horned mustard greens, white kohlrabi, silver beet golden, dahlia, cactus, dahlia, pom-pom, and what on earth? Oh, giant sunflower. So some of those have come up and some haven't yet, and I've got some more seeds inside that I need, want to plant. I'm a bit late, to be honest. with some of my stuff. I planted it really early inside. Actually planted all my beans. See how, I don't know if you can see how leggy they are. I'll bring you in a minute. They didn't get enough sun, so they just shot straight up, and by the time I put them under the grow lights, it was kind of too late and they were starting to fall over. So I've put some string up. What I'll do is I'll grab you and we'll have a little look. Oh, my phone's hot already. Okay, so you see how leggy my beans are. These are meant to be bush beans. So I really foobarred there. But here, my bush beans, they were falling over, so I just put some string up so that I could hold them upright. These are my snake beans at the back. I did have 2, what are they called, rock melons, but I think that even though they were under covers, they were eaten. So this is one seed tray. So you can see some things here coming up. This is my second seed tray and my third seed tray. Most of that's the tomatoes. So they're my ox heart. This is my yellow jubilee. So I've got a long yellow capsicum and a red bell capsicum, and I've got a chili. So it's kind of just a variety chili. Let's have a look. So this is what I've got. Chili bite. Oh, it's a Thai chili. There we go. I knew I said something. Oh, this phone is burning. I do have some things in. Look, something has gotten into my greenhouse and is eating everything. Now, this is either some sort of zucchini or a pumpkin. Sorry, my brain stalls when I'm trying to talk. So there's the seed cover for it. So again, so this is another bean coming up. So I reckon that must be the red snake bean because of the cover. Most of these I've worked out what they might be just from the covers. These must be tomatoes at the end, and they haven't got any water. I did put in a misting system in my greenhouse, which works really well, but I'm actually going to have to put another thing here because it doesn't do this part of my shelving, which needs a really good clean. So out here we have horseradish. So that should be ready next year in January or February. So I've got determinate potatoes. So that means I don't have to mound them. They'll just grow under the earth and I don't have to do anything with them, which is great. I have rhubarb. I do need to take these out and I'm going to spread them around a bit. These are looking very sad. That says Brussels sprouts, but it's not. This is spearmint. This is Roman chamomile. And this is a chamomile. It got really leggy. I did put some out over here with some of the other flowers. Excuse my mess of pots. So I put one of the, and I cut it right back because it was flopping everywhere. So these are flowers in here, so I've got ranunculus and that. The reason my pots and everything are everywhere is because our cat was peeing in the house. He's pretty old and I think he's getting a bit of dementia. So I've had to move him out here into the old bird cage overnight so that I don't have to put up with clothes that have been peed on and things. So I've got some nasturtiums in my hanging basket. And hang on a sec. Sorry, my brother was just going out in the car. In here, because there was 4 rock melon in the pack, so I've still got 2 rock melons. I've got spaghetti squash, and I don't know why those 2 have labels. They're Jap pumpkins. I ended up with 6 Jack pumpkins, so I've got 2 in here. The reason that I've put them in here, I'm just going to let the rock melons grow out this way, but the spaghetti squash and maybe one of the Jack pumpkins I'm going to grow over the monkey bars. Don't know if that's a good idea, but that's what I'm going to do. Now, over here, this is where we had our purple sprouting broccoli. On this side, and still nothing's coming up. I had Ethiopian cabbage, but nothing's coming up. On this side, I've got icicle radishes. So yeah, that's on that side. They're coming up nicely. Over here, we've got blueberries. So we've got 4 blueberry bushes, and as you can see, if I can say blueberry properly, we have blueberries coming up. And in between, sort of in here, I have put lettuce seeds. So this is the 4th blueberry. This is, I don't know if it's a different type. It's just growing different. We have lots of strawberries, only the birds are getting to them, so I actually have to net it, which I'm going to do after this. Okay, so we put lettuce over there. In here, in this part, we have mustard greens, so giant red mustard greens, I think. We've got another raspberry bush that's come up in here. I have to take the peas out. The poor old beetroot is struggling away, but it's going to come out. Now, this here is our 3 graft. Oh, God brain. Plum. It's a plum. We've got plums on there at the moment, if you can see that. So they kind of ripen at different times. I think they're all a dark variety. There's no light colour plums in there or anything like that. So here I've got broad beans. I've never had broad beans before. I've never grown broad beans, and I really like them. So next year I'm going to put in way more than what I've done. So this is kind of the first harvest. I have read that if you cut them down to 20 centimetres after you've done the first harvest, they can actually produce another crop. In the front here, I had to go out and buy some silver beet. So that's what I've done, and they're looking very sad at the moment. I did have them under these domes to try and stop the snails, but I think they got burnt because I need to take the domes off during the day. In here, so this is our lemon. It's got lots of flowers on it, which is great. On this side I've got one variety of radish, and on this side is another variety of radish. Don't ask me the varieties, I've got them inside written down. Here, a pot full of roses. Doesn't that look nice? I'll have to deadhead some of them soon. So that's really nice. This is another rose here, only it got one flower and has stopped flowering, but it is growing new shoots, so that's good. Okay, go back over to this side. Here we have a ballerina apple. It does have some apples on there at the moment, which is great. My problem is I'm having a lot of trouble with codling moth. I have apple, nashi pear, a pear tree, and I never get anything off them because the codling moth has just ravages them. So I have to try and work out what to do. So here, my sage is going great guns. I can't talk, I need to slow down a bit. Okay, so at the back here, we have blackberries. Beautiful, lot of flowers on there. What I'd like to do is from up here actually go right across to this one, because there's a blackberry on that side as well, and make a blackberry arch type of thing. So this is another rose bush which is doing quite well. This is a fig. I'm hoping to get a fig off it this year. We never have much luck keeping the figs on there. Another sage. I'm drying lots of herbs at the moment. I've got my new dehydrator that I told you about last time. Another rose bush. Another fig which I need to plant in the ground. And this absolutely stunning rose, this is my favourite rose ever. It has the most fantastic scent and it's called Mr. Lincoln. This is my Nashi pear. So I've got fruit on there and I am hoping to keep the codling moth on. I have to work out what to do. I know I have to keep an eye on it, and as soon as I see any sort of codling moth damage, I got to get rid of the fruit. So I just would like to be able to harvest some. See, I don't know whether it comes to I need to thin it out so that there's more room. I don't know. I'll have to work it out. Here, this basically is my cucumber garden. Sorry, my phone must have overheated. I'm using my old phone and it's not doing very well. I've been pulling off these little ones that are yellow and not really doing anything so that I give enough room to the ones that are doing well. Down here I got peppermint and here I've got some more spearmint. Around this side, my herbs. So this is evening primrose, calendulas, chives. There's a piece of rosemary in there as well, but I do have to clean all this area up. It's become a bit of a dumping zone. So over here I put in an eggplant, but it's getting eaten, so I'm going to clean it up and I'm actually going to sprinkle some chili flakes around the bottom to see if I can stop them. I've planted out most of this side of the pond, sort of up this side of the paver, with flowers to bring bugs in. I had about 150. Now I think they're leeks. My label got eaten by slugs, but they have a really flat leaf, so they're not the onions. I think they're leeks, so I've got leeks in here and leeks over there. That's my other chamomile. So I did dehydrate some of the flowers last night, so I'm going to pick some more today. So I got grapes which I need to tie up. We've had lots of rain the last few weeks, so they've just taken off like you wouldn't believe. Now, oddly, see this grape over here? Look, we have grapes. If it would focus. Are you going to focus? There we go. We've got a bunch of grapes now, which is really odd because that one over that side is 3 years old. This one we planted last year. Go figure. I bought a kiwi fruit. I do have some passion fruit planted on either side the seeds, but I don't know whether they'll come up. This is the rest of the leeks. These are all my potatoes, so they've started coming up nicely. Okay, I put a cutting of a blackberry in there to grow over that. I've got some ranunculus and things. Planting corn in here. That leek and that mustard green needs to come out. I've got calendulas, a type of sweet William, 2 more capsicum. I did put large sweet William in this side, but it looks like only a couple of sprouted. That mustard green needs to come out. Look at my gorgeous iris. And I've got some pretty ranunculus there. That bush in there is my bay tree. And I have some more the long yellow capsicums here as well. Yes, I have a lot of capsicums because we eat a lot of capsicums due to my daughter, really. She doesn't eat cooked vegetables, so capsicums are the way to go. Capsicums, carrots, cucumbers, and fruit. Now, this here, I planted a lily of the valley. I got an oat. Go figure. I don't know. Now this beauty here, look at the flowers coming out on this tree. This is my olive tree. Look at that. Last year I got 3 olives because all the flowers got knocked off in a storm. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So this Tuesday, which is, what's today, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th of November, is what we call Melbourne Cup Day here in Australia. And that should be the last frost here in Canberra. I have looked at the forecast and it does not look like we're going to get any more frost this year. So we're on the uphill climb into summer. So we've ended our first month of spring. This is our second month of spring. And everything's just starting to come alive, which is great. It is very hot today though. Now, my front yard is a mess. I really have to clean all this up. Get all those weeds out because they're all seeding. Get all the weeds out of there. So that's the good, the bad and the ugly side of my garden. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on what's going on and hopefully put more videos out more regularly. I'd like to do a weekly one, and we'll see how we go. And hopefully try not to make them as boring as they have been. Alright, well, that's it for today. If I do some more recording, I shall chuck it on the end of this, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm just unpacking the car. I went to Bunnings last night so that I had some stuff for today. We have a forecast of scattered thunderstorms, so I'm doing this in between rain and thunder, and then it gets sunny, so you're over here under the pergola. Okay, so what I ended up getting was 15 bags of compost, 3 bags of potting mix. What else did I get? Oh, I got blood and bone in granular form, so that's going to be easier to put out. Some more sea salt. So, yeah. I'll show you. So, organic. Hope you can see it. Don't know where I'm supposed to stand. Because you're facing the other way. So the little Sweet Williams are doing well. I planted some big ones, but they haven't really come up. So I've got my capsicums are coming up. I also bought some the other day pine bark mulch because I was having a lot of trouble with snails. So I've put that around a lot of my plants to try and keep them off, but I still have to put some down. Got 3 more bags. So for 50 litres, it was only $8.95 a bag. So I thought that was pretty good. So I ended up with 5 bags of those. So this Garden Basics compost is $5.49 a bag, and it's the Garden Basics potting mix I also got. It's the same price, so oh yeah, come back. So I bought the potting mix because I got a lot of freebie pots, quite good size ones, just those standard black plastic ones that you get from the garden centre. So I thought I would try. Will you get off my capsicum, cat? Leave it alone. Making my own hangers to put them in so that I can put all my flowers and things in there. My cat is such a pain. He likes to lay on the leaks. He was sound asleep inside a minute ago. He went into the greenhouse yesterday and got wet because I had the misters on. And went in there yesterday morning just to have a little sneaky peek. Bloody snail ate all my pickling cucumber seedlings, except one. Was so annoyed. I had finally gotten them to grow. Oh, I also bought a big roll of cardboard to put down instead of paper bags. So this roll of cardboard is 10 metres and it was $24.95. It's actually pretty good. I put it over there under that garden. I get less weeds under that garden than I do if I'm using boxes and bags. So, and while I am trying to be organic, permaculture, let everything do its thing, I have been using a little bit of touch zero in places because I have a lot of trouble with kikuyu going through the gardens and the weeds in the greenhouse. I do have some mobility issues, so sometimes I have to take that one small shortcut. But sometimes needs must. I just have to make sure the cat doesn't eat the grass. Although it was a couple of days ago, it should be dry and done and dusted by now. But I can't pull the weeds apparently for 7 days. So now I have to wait. It's the only problem. Okay. The bark seems to have worked because the snails are having a really good go at my eggplant. And it seems to be doing okay now. Oh, my knees hurt. So an update on, well, the health issues. So I am down to have my brain tumour removed mid next year. Well, I got to have the MRI in April. Then I make up my mind whether I'm having it done. And at this stage, yes, I am. And then I also got contacted. I had to go through physiotherapy for my knees before they would consider doing anything. And as I said in a previous video, they said I'm too young to have knee replacement. However, I got contacted by the people who run the GLAD program, which is what it's called. I can't remember what it stands for. Anyway, oh, gotta climb in the car for a sec. Anyway, they rang me and I'm actually on the list to see a surgeon to have my knees replaced. So the initial consultation will probably be 4 to 6 months. Then it could be 6 to 12 months after that. So depending on the brain tumour situation, after that I could get my knees done, which would be really nice because they hurt something terrible. Alright, let's go for a wander. hopefully that, oh, get my fingers out of the way. Alright, look at the nice white iris. That one's really pretty. Okay, so this here, did I show you this in the last video? Yes, this is my oat instead of a lily of the valley. But this is my, that one there is a bought one, but all of these other ones along here are my cucumbers, so that I planted. I did buy some basil. That's another bought cucumber there. It didn't fare too well. It's coming good though. And then I got lots of cucumbers down that side, and I got lots of red strawberries coming up. But look at this. So this is one of my rock melon. This is the other one. These are doing really well, and I'm so happy about this one. This is my spaghetti squash that I actually planted as a seed. Look at my potatoes. They're doing really well. Now, go in here. Oh, sorry, knees. My tomatoes. I'm so happy. So these are the beefsteak, tigerella. Now these are mini bell capsicums. They're tiny little things, about yay big, and they're so good. They're about an inch. They're so cool. Oh, I've got a chili plant come up in the corner there, and they're all the beefsteak. Now up here I planted some catnip, and it's, I don't know if you can see it on the, it's just starting to come up. Oh, this one's got dry. Catnip. Oh gosh, I've lost a label. Hang on. No, hang on. Catnip. Dill. I think dill is in two, or no, catnip's in two of them. Dill might be in two of them, and thyme is in one of them. I don't know. We'll see when it comes up, won't we? Now, my basil that I planted as seed has come up. So this is the green basil, and over here is the lemon basil, and this is where my cat wants to sleep on my garden. Get out. Oh, look. Got some Thai chilies in there. I don't know whether to pick them now so then they're not so hot, or whether to wait. So capsicums got nibbled by something, but these ones are doing really well. So these are the red capsicums, and these are the long yellows. So, oh look, so I've got 1, 2, 3. They're my pickling cucumbers. Got marigolds. One of the comfreys come up, and the chives are starting to come up. Now I'm a little bit confused over here about what I might have done. Now the snails ate all my giant sunflowers, so I had to replant those. So I've put 2 in each cell this time. So these are the pom-pom dahlias here. These are the cactus dahlias. These are the golden silver beet. This is the white kohlrabi. These are mustard greens. And from the look at these are also mustard greens, but I've got loofah written on the label there for that one. So I have no idea if I've actually put 2 different types of seeds in there. So this is the birdhouse gourd. I've got 2 of those come up. And the celery's on the end, so there's nothing there at the moment. Nothing really going on in this one, although that's a capsicum. Oh, hang on. What's that one? Oh, that's the black cherry tomato. In here, oh, I planted out all my flowers. So I planted Aster, single rainbow, verbena, petunia, red and white. This one is viola, and this one is the begonia. God, they were tiny little seeds, some of those. So I've just sprinkled them throughout the cells. When they start coming up, I'll just prick them out and put them into a bigger pot. My bush beans are not looking very happy at all. I think I might plant some new seeds and just go from there. So these are my snake beans. They're actually not doing too bad. They're getting more leaves. Okay, these have suddenly taken off. Look at all the... I must have lots of, what are they called? Lizards down there. Got lots of buds in here on this. Isn't that pretty? That's really nice. I cut back my chamomile and it's starting to come good. That one will be pretty too. Can't remember what some of these are in here. I know they're bulbs and seeds. Oh, my nasturtiums. They're actually not doing too bad. That's the only ones I've planted out. Now, I decided yesterday, I've never eaten this nasturtium leaf before, so I tried one yesterday. Lordy, was it hot. I'm not good with hot stuff. It was very peppery, hot, tasted like a radish to me, really hot. So red radish. My mint is loving it at the moment. So that's the peppermint and that's the spearmint. I just dehydrate it and put it in the same bag for tea, which I really should start drinking. Okay, so I've got my Jap pumpkins out on the front here. Capsicum. I've got lots of seed mix in there for flowers next to the pond, which I still have to fix up. My grapes have gone off like you wouldn't believe. And my potatoes are doing really well. But look, my leeks are starting to really fatten up. I know I'm not going to get all of them, and I don't even know whether they're going to grow because it's really too late to have them out, but hopefully they grow to a nice size before summer really hits. So I'm waiting for these to go brown so that I can get the seeds out of those. So that's the calendula. I've got some corn coming up there, and I did have some more corn in here as well, but I think something's dug it up. Got corn scattered through there. Got one capsicum made it over there. Snails, I tell you. Anyway, and I do have to pick the flowers off my chamomile there. So yeah, that's how we're going. This is like a disaster area here, but look at the flowers on my olive. It's absolutely covered. Please don't get knocked off by any of these storms that are happening today. Okay, so here our nashi pears are doing well. I might thin some of these out so that they're not touching each other, because as I said earlier, I have really, please, off, and it's got a giving an ant a ride. Good one. You can go down there. I have a lot of trouble with coddling moth, which I'm going to try and do something about. Now I might move this pot, which has a small fig in it, into the greenhouse, because I reckon I'd like it in there. My sage is still doing great guns, keeps wanting to flower. I've got a weed in here, so some of this I poisoned. You can see that it's just starting to work. On my blackberries, there are so many flowers on my blackberries. I cannot wait. And they're really strong growth this year. So these are the thornless blackberries. My roses, they're a little bit too close to the blackberries. So this is my ballerina apple tree. So we've got lots of apples on there too. Lots of little ones have fallen off, so I'm going to clean all of those up. So I'm hoping we get something out of this too, because codling moth, we have a lot of trouble just through the whole garden. So look at all the flowers on the lemon. That's great. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, I'll run over here and show you the plums. Yep. And I think that actually might be it for me. I'm going to say bye, and I'm going to go inside and get out of the rain for the moment. So I shall see you in the next video.